And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pacer Pit on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken, for this matchup between the USC Aiken Pacers women's soccer team and the Young Harris Mountain Lions women's soccer team. Young Harris coming into today's match with a 4-2-1 overall record versus the Pacers' overall record of 3-6. Pacers 2-3 at home, though, looking to go 500 here at the pit. I'm Marcus Johnson, and I will be joined shortly by Kristen Lowry once we get some technical difficulties taken care of. In the meantime, it'll be just me. We are about ready to start things up here at USC Aiken. Young Harris takes the ball to start things off. And the ball quickly shot out of bounds. Will remain in Young Harris's possession.
And I'm here.
And you're finally here. We finally fixed it, and it was not my fault.
Yeah, Marcus broke my headset.
I did not break the headset. I handed it to you, and it fell apart. There's a difference. Ball sitting around midfield. Ace is trying to get possession of it. Epley managed to get to it. Giordano deflects it back to Epley, who sends it into the Young Harris zone, where the Mountain Lions will take it. Trying to get it across the field. We'll see if they can keep it from going out of bounds, and they are not able to, as I believe that was Tori Caldwell who tied up the forwards. I take it something's funny. I know it's me because I broke the headset, right?
It's definitely you because you broke my headset.
Young Harris trying to pass it around. Unable to as Olsen takes it away. Quick little pass on off. Caldwell clearing it into the offensive zone where it's intercepted. Young Harris trying to send it right back out, but it's kept in by the Pacers. Risch trying to bring it on up. Get through the defender. Sarah Moore takes it, loses it. Young Harris takes it right back. Sent over to the far end of the pitch. Roche sending it down the line where it's intercepted by the Pacers' Caldwell. Olsen puts it back to her defenders. Raleigh with it. Gets it back to around midfield. McHale trying to work with it, unable to. Giordano takes it now, and she's just going to end up kicking it right out of bounds to avoid the pressure. Quickly tossed inbounds, trying to get it centered. Ace is trying to clear it right back out. And that's going to roll out of bounds on USC Aiken. Young Harris ball. Again, tossed in quickly. Arbayo sends it back into her own zone. It's picked up by Moreno. Moreno trying to get around Sarah Moore. Still kept in the Young Harris zone by themselves. And they're trying to bring it on up. Ace is applying some pressure here. Ball has been around midfield for the first few minutes. Nobody's really managed to get any offensive opportunities. Now the Pacers trying to. And just like that, it's canceled out.
Yep, just been going back and forth there.
Now Young Harris moving it on in. Good defense by the Pacers to break up that opportunity that could have been brewing. Tori Caldwell clearing it on out. Sarah Moore takes it. Young Harris now stealing it away. Moreno sends it on up.
Back at midfield again.
Seems to be the early theme. Young Harris trying to dance around the Pacer defenders, trying to clear it in. Good header there by USC Aiken's Kennedy Smith. Keeps it around midfield. Good job there by Amanda Giordano. Intercept that pass and send it back in the Young Harris zone. Sarah Moore trying to chase it down, trying to apply pressure. It goes out of bounds on the Pacers. Remains Mountain Lion ball. Tossed on in. Guzman gives it back to Hughes, who sends it out. Ball sitting around midfield. Martinez passes it on back to a defender. Now it's sent forward. Ooh, little mishandle there from Young Harris. Pacers taking advantage of it, stealing it away. Kotowski Passing it on up. Young Harris steals it right back.
Some strange footwork there for a second. Looks like she was trying to juke her out a little.
And an offside's coming up here on Young Harris. Got a little too ahead of themselves.
I try my best not to leave those things on.
The Pacers will have possession here. Raleigh skies it down the field.
Deep into the Mountain Lion zone there.
Kicked out by Moreno and out of bounds. Will remain Pacer ball and possibly setting up for the first offensive opportunity of the afternoon.
Tori Caldwell tosses it back in there. And back to midfield the ball goes.
I spoke too soon. Pacers able to pick it up though. Smith bringing it in. Olsen.
Good pass.
Passes it on off. Pass blocked by the defenders of Young Harris. Pacers picking it right back up. Ressa Olsen passes it to Kwiatkowski. Gets tied up. Young Harris trying to clear it on out. Amanda Giordano chases the ball down. Gets tied up in her own feet. Passes it off to Kwiatkowski though. Kwiatkowski gets it up for Sarah Moore.
Good pass there.
Moore bringing it in along the corner. Going to try to center it here. And she's going to put a shot on goal. And that will be scooped up by the keeper, Medeiros.
It's a good opportunity there.
The first shot of the day goes to the Pacers. First save to Medeiros. All bouncing around at midfield. Bree Epley tried to chase it down, leaves it off for Caldwell, who's trying to get a centering pass off the head of a defender.
Ball's within the 18 though. There we go.
McHale gets tied up. Ball still in bounds though. She able to pick it back up, passes it off for Giordano. Giordano looking for an opening. Sends it across the pitch where it is intercepted. Oh, no, Pacers take it right back. Booming shot from deep.
Great save there by the Young Harris keeper.
And Medeiros just got a hand on it.
Barely, fingertips. It was a very good attempt by the Pacers. Corner kick here for the Pacers.
It looks like Tori Caldwell takes the corner kick, sends it on the way, and it's deflected the other way. Giordano picks up the rebound, and it sails just wide of the net.
Another great attempt by the Pacers. They're really pressing there.
Yeah, they got to strike early. One of their weaknesses as the season has gone on is they play really well in the first half, but that second half comes in and they're spent.
Yep.
So they can take the lead and take it early. I don't have to try to play catch up in the second half. Medeiros kicks it on out.
Headered.
Sent towards the sideline and goes out of bounds.
I think that's going to be Pacer ball there.
It will be USC Aiken ball. Quickly tossed in. Pacers with it. Trying to pass it on up for Olsen. Olsen trying to leave it for Kwiatkowski. She loses it though. Young Harris stealing it away. Urbayo loses it now. Kwiatkowski stealing it right back. Gets it to Moore. Moore sending it back on in. Not sure if that's a shot or just a clearing attempt. It goes on net anyway. Drop kick, sends it on out. Misses everybody and ends up out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off a pacer, so it will be Young Harris ball. Tossed in. And, oh, still kept in bounds. For a second, it looked like it was going to go out of bounds.
It did, yeah.
Young Harris bringing it on up now. Trying to thread through the Pacer defense. Giordano says no. Sarah Moore overruns the ball. Good footwork there from number 21, Hughes of Young Harris.
Oh, was going to pass it to her, and her teammate just ran right past the ball there.
A little miscommunication.
Yep. Tori Caldwell's going to toss it back in.
Young Harris bouncing it off a couple heads now, trying to get it out of the zone. Pacers pick it up, Trying to get a clear pass across to Giordano, has to chase it down, keeps it in bounds. Good job by Amanda Giordano there.
Very nice hustle there.
Passes it on back for Rish. Rish trying to get around the defenders. Young Harris deflects the pass, trying to pick up possession now. They will, as is in the corner. Tori Caldwell trying to break it up. Paces with it though. Rish gets the ball again. Gets a pass on in for Moore. Now it's Olsen. Olsen loses it though. Young Harris. Oop, pass overshot number 18 of Young Harris, Maria Guzman.
Yep, it's going to be a pacer ball there.
And Giordano will take it to toss it on in. Off a couple heads. Not sure if it went off Moore's head or the defender's head. Hughes. Either way, it's Young Harris who has possession of the ball. Pass back on in for Ratkovich. Back on in. Oh, and
out
it rolls.
Out of bounds. There we go.
Just rolled out of bounds. That's not so great ball handling there, but Pacers will take advantage of a misstep. Giordano tosses it in for Sarah Moore. Moore gives it right back to Giordano, who kicks it on in. Goes off a couple heads. And is going to roll on out towards the corner where Young Harris will take it. Brought up by the Mountain Lions, Roche. Little pass sent on up to midfield. Pacers stealing the ball away now. Kennedy with it. And Kennedy Smith got it up for Sarah Moore. Moore trying to get it on in for Epley. No good though as Young Harris intercepts it. And a whistle here blows the play dead. So Young Harris's Moreno will kick it on out from around midfield, sending it into the Pacers zone. Met by defenders. Sent on in towards the corner. Young Harris keeping possession though.
Oh, intercepted there.
Yeah, Amanda Raleigh now taking it after the interception. Passes it up for Kwiatkowski, who tries to get it up for Moore. Moore comes back to meet it. Now Moore sending it on deep in towards the corner. Kwiatkowski trying to chase it down will lose the foot race to Moreno, who sends it back to her keeper. And that will be sent out by Medeiros. Pacer ball.
Yep. Here comes Amara Giordano to throw it back on in there.
Giordano tosses it on in. McHale couldn't get good possession of it, but the Pacers able to rally behind it. Bit of a shot there, but it goes well wide of the net. Casey Risch trying to make something happen. Not too bad of a first half for the Pacers here with 32:15 left. They've been putting some pressure on Young Harris. And Young Harris hasn't really been able to bring it down to the Pacer end of the pit too much.
No, they've only been down there once.
And the defense has stood strong.
Yep, they didn't even have a shot on the ball. That's how good our defense was playing, so hopefully they'll keep that up.
And the ball sails out of bounds off of Mountain Line. And it will be Pacer ball again. Sarah Moore takes the inbound pass. Tries to get it for Kwiatkowski, who gets tripped up, no call. Cleared on out, or it's met by Kennedy Smith. Ball had a bit of a spin on it. Risch will try to clear it on out, but a whistle will be blown. And it will be Pacer ball. Amanda Raleigh will kick it from just a little bit in her own territory at midfield. And she's going to pass it on back for Smith. Kennedy Smith with it. Passes for Giordano, who can't seem to handle it properly. Tries to get it back for Smith, but she's going to end up kicking it out of bounds, and it will be Mountain Lion ball. And Harris tosses it on in. Kwiatkowski meets it and skies it. Bounces off of McHale's head. Kwiatkowski gives it a header right back down. Now off of Moore's head. Got done in. McHale trying to get around the defenders. Still trying to get around. Still somewhat has possession of it. Tries to center it for Moore. Can't get it. Olsen with the shot. Oh, and she just missed the net.
Oh, God.
Great opportunity for the Pacers, and maybe just a little bit more to her right, and Gressa Olsen would have the first goal of the game. But it remains a scoreless tie with just over 30 minutes to go in the first half after that golden opportunity.
Whew.
You got excited there.
I did. I got excited. I got excited.
Bit of a low kick trying to clear it on out. Pacers try to intercept it. Young Harris fighting them off. Good use of the body there by Kennedy Smith, and she's just going to kick it on out towards the sideline and out of bounds. Tossed on in. Martinez with it. And it's kicked right back out of bounds. Still Young Harris ball, though. Hughes tosses it on in. Roche tries to get into the Pacer zone where Amanda Rowley picks it up. Passes it up for Risch. Risch looking for somebody to be open. Nobody was open, though. Tori Colvin now chasing it down after the pass from Young Harris goes awry. Rowley picks up the loose ball. Rowley passing it on for Kwiatkowski. She'll pass it up for Olsen. Olsen tries to get a pass up for Moore, but it's a little too far in front of her, and it will be scooped up by the keeper, Medeiros. And she will send it on out now. Booming kick down the field. Gets it into Pacer territory, well into Pacer territory. Sent on in. Roche moving in towards the net, and it's going to end up going out of bounds.
Some good defense there by Amanda Giordano.
And we're going to have a corner kick here for Young Harris. This will be their first opportunity of the match.
Yeah, Young Harris had gotten it inside of the 18 there. And she kicked it on out.
Cadwallader has been untested up to this point, and we'll see if she can. We'll see what she does here with this corner kick coming up. Kick on the way, and it just sails past the net and goes out of bounds. And we might have another corner kick here coming up for Young Harris, this time from the other side.
Yep.
Bayo back to take the corner kick. Kick on its way. Off ahead. Oh, and right there was Cadwallader to scoop it up. Good save by Colleen Cadwallader. Sent on up. Young Harris with the ball around midfield now. Trying to bring it on up. Playing off the momentum of those two corner kicks. Pacers intercept it, though. Kwiatkowski. Nice little footwork there, but she loses possession of the ball. Robeo with it. Passes it on in off a chest. Ooh, almost getting a breakaway opportunity there, but it was intercepted at the last second by Kennedy Smith. And the ball is going to roll on out of bounds. It will remain Young Harris ball. Kicked on in. Pacers immediately meet the ball. Kick it on out. All sitting around midfield. Pacers trying to clear it on out. A header from Young Harris sends it right back in. Kwiatkowski with it. Passes it over to Giordano, who can't handle it. He's going to have to try to chase it down, and it's going to end up out of bounds on USC Aiken. Hughes, a little short toss in. Robeo fighting off Olsen. Olsen steals it away, though. Risch can't hold it. Kwiatkowski there to bail her out, though. Rowley with it. Bringing it up slowly. looking for an opening. Tries to get it over for Rish. Off ahead, Rish trying to meet it again. Young Harris overruns the ball, and Rish steals it away, gets tripped up, and that's going to draw a whistle. I think Rish may have sold that one a little bit too, but
yeah.
she did get tripped. She did.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. All right, let's see if we can take this opportunity here.
And it's just like in softball where you try to frame the pitch.
Yeah, or when you know, are in a base pass, somebody's blocking it, you gotta bump into them, fall down and everything, so you can get an interference call. You know, it happens.
Well, I've can't say I've ever done that when playing baseball, but all bouncing around midfield. Young Harris taking it on up. Roche pops the kick high into the air, trying to look for an opening. Couldn't really get anything going, and that actually is going to give the Pacers time to regroup on defense.
Thank goodness, because they had an opportunity to break away right there.
And I'm kind of surprised they went with the pass instead of just moving on in.
Yeah.
Hughes catches up to the ball. Now they're Young Harris back in their own zone, trying to bring it on up. Ooh, nice job there.
Nice job, nice pick there.
Kwiatkowski just stood there and stole it away. Hands it on off for Bree Epley. Epley passes it back for Raleigh. Raleigh, a little short kick. Looking for Giordano taking it. Oh, Giordano has her pocket picked, and it's going to be brought up by Young Harris again. We'll see what they do this time, trying to get a pass on up. It's stolen away by Smith.
She's not having the best time handling the ball so far today.
That's twice that Young Harris has had a good opportunity to make a rush at the net, and it's just ball handling error almost.
Yeah.
Costs them. Giordano will take the ball and toss it on in now. Tries to get in for more, and it goes right off of her thigh and out of bounds.
Substituting in for Young Harris is number 28, Eduardo Chagas.
She was kind of shoved from behind a little bit, too, not helping that ball. But
yeah, that wouldn't help her cause too much.
No, did not.
Young Harris keeps their own inbound from going out of bounds. Trying to get a pass on up. Raleigh stands in its way, though. Shovel passes it on up for Rish.
Good footwork there by Casey Rish.
Rish getting it up for Moore. Moore manages
Nice.
to deflect it for Epley. Epley trying to bring it on up.
Pass to Caldwell. There we go.
Caldwell sending it on into the corner now. And it's going to go out of bounds. And we're having a corner kick coming up for USC Aiken.
Here we go. A lot of action.
Still no score. 22:53 to go in the first half. And just a reminder, USC Aiken Athletics is sponsored by Willie Jewell's Barbecue, located just off of Whiskey Road. Hop on into Willie Jewell's and tell them Pacers Sports sent you.
And the ball's off. There we go.
Corner kick on its way. Deflected towards the net, but just a little bit wide.
Out on the Pacers, I believe.
You are correct. Medeiros will kick it on out now. She's got a good leg on her. She's able to send that ball pretty deep down the pitch. This time she gets it around the midfield. And it's kicked on out by Rish. Young Harris ball still.
I think Tori Caldwell's going to toss it back on in here.
Young Harris stealing it away, trying to bring it on up. Raleigh meets up with the ball, though, and cancels that opportunity out.
Good pass there.
Olsen.
Right between two defenders.
Trying to get a pass up for Epley, but it overshoots everybody and goes right into the hands of the Young Harris keeper.
Yep, just a little too far there.
Kicked on down with the drop kick. Stolen away by the Pacers. And Young Harris immediately cancels that opportunity out by kicking it on towards the sideline where it will go out of bounds. Giordano throwing it on in, looking for more. Goes over the heads of everybody in towards the corner. Young Harris kicks it right on out. Pacers still with possession. Giordano throwing it on in. Deflects off ahead. No Pacers are there to pick it on up. Young Harris trying to get it on forward. Unable to corral it. Now they do. Trying to get a centering pass on up from Moreno. Now it's brought on up by Pedersen. Pedersen's pass is deflected away and out of bounds. It will remain Young Harris ball. Pass is picked up by the Pacers. Epley trying to find somebody open, but there's nobody there. And the ball's going to roll all the way in towards the corner. And Young Harris will just let it roll out of bounds. And they will toss it on in. Olsen intercepts the pass. Nice little pass now from Olsen. Epley putting a shot up, but it's scooped up by the keeper, Medeiros.
Looked a little too far left also.
There's the drop kick sent on down the pitch. Raleigh slipping up there on the turf. Young Harris still with the ball. Oh, Raleigh manages to sneak a foot in there and kick it away.
Yeah, really nice there. Good job by Bree Epley right there also.
And using the body to keep possession. Raleigh kicking it on forward. Olsen lets it bounce around a little bit. Tries to get a pass on up for somebody, but nobody there. Rolls on out of bounds, where Young Harris will take possession again. Quick toss in. Epley trying to fight for it. Young Harris clearing it on in. Olsen trying to take it now. A little too far out of the reach of McHale. And they're going to send it back on in, where the keeper will pop it up into the sky. Olsen under it, bounces it off her head. Bounces off a couple other heads. Young Harris with it. Pass up, and it's going to roll out of bounds on the Pacers. Young Harris ball still.
Quite a few headers right there.
Just a few. Young Harris with it now. Sent on into the Pacer zone where Raleigh will meet it. And it's going to roll out of bounds. USC Aiken ball.
And it's thrown back in. Ooh. Kind of a shank kick right there.
Cadwalader didn't get enough of her foot on it. Young Harris going to try to take advantage of it. Sends the ball in towards the net. Cadwalader just picks it on up and will walk on out with it.
This is only the second time that Young Harris has been down in the Pacer zone.
Cadwalader booms a kick down the pitch. Young Harris converging on the ball, however, where they will take over. 17:20 left to go in the first half. Still no score between USC Aiken and Young Harris. Cadwalader running out to meet the ball as it overshot all the Pacers. Sends it on up for Raleigh, who sends it right back. Pass on forward off of Kwiatkowski's head. Young Harris sending it right back in. A little bit of a collision there. That will result in a whistle. Hughes will take the ball now in Pacer territory. Kicks it on in. Looking for a header. There it is, but it sends it the other way. Tori Caldwell kicks it on out, but a whistle blew before she got to it. But it will be Pacer ball. Kicked on forward. Smith with it. Looks for Giordano. Giordano receives it. Has trouble holding it. Manages to get a kick on out to send it to midfield where Young Harris intercepts the ball. Jaga sending it on in. Bounced up by Rebeo.
She comes way out to get that ball.
And Cavallo are trying to cut off any opportunity before it can start up.
Yep, very good play there.
Kicked on out. Young Harris meets up with the ball, though. Passes it around, trying to get clear possession. Kwiatkowski trying to get it from Moore now. Moore looking for Olsen. Olsen trying to win the foot race, loses it. Kicked on out by Young Harris's keeper. Off the head of Giordano to Moore. Moore.
It's a good header.
Keeps possession for the Pacers. Up for Risch. Risch's pass is deflected off a defender. Ace is trying to keep possession. A little holding there on Kwiatkowski as she ends up tackling her opponent, number 18, Maria Guzman.
It was a very intense little session there, attempt of control over the ball.
And when it bounces around like that, nobody has clear possession. It can turn messy. Hughes will kick it on in. Kick is up. Off the head of Risch. Moore tries to meet up with it. Bounces it off her chest. Sends it on into the Young Harris zone where it's deflected to Olsen. Olsen gets it to Moore. Moore looking up for McHale. Kwiatkowski meets it, trying to send it into the corner.
Sarah Moore's hustling down there.
Using every bit of speed she's got left in the tank. Sent on out.
Not very far, though.
Olsen tries to meet up with it. Kwiatkowski ends up sending the ball right into the body of the defenders. Risch with it now. Tries to get a pass on into the corner. Nobody there. Young Harris chasing after it, and they'll just let it go on out of bounds to take possession.
Substituting in for Young Harris is number 3, Miranda Simpson. And on the pitch for the Pacers, number 5, Sydney Falla.
Fila coming on out for the Pacers. She will take the place of Bree Epley. Young Harris throwing it on in. Risch meets up with it, kicks it right back in towards the corner.
And out on Young Harris.
The Pacers will keep possession in the offensive zone.
We need to really press here and score in this first half.
Toss in for McHale. McHale looking for somebody. Nobody there. Raleigh chasing after the ball. Ends up letting it go out of bounds. It will stay in possession of the Pacers. Young Harris with it. Stolen away by the Pacers. They're bringing it on up. Pass over for Moore. Moore tries to get a pass up.
Ball's way up in the air.
Blocked by the Young Harris defenders. Still up in the air. Giordano keeps it up there with a header. Another header there. Giordano again with the header. Now Young Harris taking possession of it with Guzman. He passes it on back for Ratkovic. Send that out towards the side. That's going to end up going out of bounds. USC Aiken ball. Pacers with possession. Risch sending it in for Olsen. Tries to direct it with a header. Moore trying to take it.
Nice.
Sent on towards the goal. And just wide of the net.
I always find myself holding my breath when they shoot the ball like that. I get nervous.
So Young Harris will have possession of the ball now after the shot went wide.
And here we go.
Just under 11 minutes to play in the first half. Still no score between USC Aiken and Young Harris. Not for lack of trying, though. Couple good opportunities on both ends.
Some collision there. It's going to be Pacer ball.
Yeah, Pacers will take over. Amanda Raleigh will kick it from her own end. Sent on in. Off the head of McHale. Off another head. Off a foot as it's popped into the air. Couple more headers. Couple more headers. Ball still not in clear possession. Pacers trying to change that. Pass intended for Moore, redirected. Young Harris taking over. Moreno trying to kick it on out. That goes out of bounds. USC Aiken ball. Tori Caldwell. Tori Caldwell throwing it in. Hijacking my commentary.
Yep, gotta say something.
Sent on in towards the goal where it is eaten up by Medeiros. Another good save there. Kicked on out. And just, she kept it in.
Barely kept it in there.
Maria Guzman using her speed to keep that one in. Almost went out of bounds. Pacers sky the ball, however. Moore gets shoved out of the way for it. Young Harris keeping possession. Kicked on into the Pacer zone. Popped into the air. Guzman looking for it. She'll find it. Passes it on back for Martinez. Martinez tries to get around Olsen. Unable to.
Good footwork there.
And Pacers will steal it away. Young Harris still trying to get up to it. Tori Caldwell playing a little physical there to keep the ball. Amanda Raleigh with it. Passes it on over for Smith. Kennedy Smith clears it on out. Young Harris heads it right back in. Guzman with it. Tries to get around Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski ends up falling over. And that's going to draw the whistle. Pacer ball.
Good, very scrappy plays there.
Now it's not looking like finesse is going to win this game for either team. Both sides having to play scrappy to get anywhere. Headed towards the net, and Sarah Moore ends up getting taken out, trying to steal the ball away. Medeiros met up with the ball and just got to it before Moore did. Young Harris with the ball, clears it on out. Off the head of Rish. Young Harris still with the ball. Chagas sends it in. Kept in, breakaway opportunity here. And
oh my gosh, what a great play!
Cadwallader came out and met the ball and took away every angle. What a save.
Just absolutely swallowed the ball with her body. What a great play.
That might be the play of the game right there. Karen Cadwallader just ate that ball up.
Just absolutely smothered it. That was awesome. Here we go, Pacer ball.
Substituting in for the Pacers will be number 3, Allison Glenn, and number 9, Sarah Dury.
Have some substitutions here.
Yeah, Drury coming out, along with Allison Glenn.
Yep, Drury going in for Sarah Moore, and Allison Glenn going in for Amanda Giordano.
Giving them a well-deserved break, especially Sarah Moore, who got taken out over on the other end there by the keeper, Medeiros, after she had a golden opportunity. Yeah. So good saves coming up from both ends.
Yeah. The keepers of this game are really showing off their skills.
Young Harris with the ball now. Tries to pass it on forward. Ball cleared into the Pacers zone. Kennedy using her body to keep the ball. Passes it on up. Cleared on out by Glenn. Young Harris with the ball. Moreno passes it on forward. And a little clearing pass by Young Harris. Keeps it going. Paces with it now. Kwiatkowski. Looking for McHale. Can't get it.
Oh.
Sent into the Young Harris zone, but a little too far out of the reach of Sarah Drury, as it was eaten up by the keeper. Cleared on out. Young Harris trying to make something happen here. It's skied. Pacers trying to get the ball. Young Harris stealing it now. Little pass on over for Hughes. Hughes trying to bring it up. Passes it forward for Rebello. Kept going. Chagas with it now. Trying to dance around Rish. Passes it back. Trying to move in towards the net.
Kick.
Rebello sends it on up and right into the hands of Cadwallader. Another save there. 5.5 to go in the first half. No score yet between Young Harris and USC Aiken. Again, not for lack of trying. Golden opportunities coming from both ends. Olsen gets it to Kwiatkowski. Tries to pass it forward for Drury. Ends up meeting her own pass as it was deflected. Young Harris stealing it away now. Trying to bring it on up. Simpson trying to beat it around the Pacers. Olsen tries to steal it away, but a whistle will blow. And it will be Young Harris ball.
Yep. Just at 5 minutes left here.
Sent on in by the Mountain Lions. Hughes sends it forward. Guzman with it now, trying to get around Smith. That's it for Chagas, who is stolen away. Kwiatkowski sends it forward, looking for Drury.
Hit the back of her leg.
Yeah, hit the back of her leg and deflected the wrong way. Young Harris steals it back. Mountain Lions trying to bring it on up, sitting around midfield. Olsen trying to apply pressure. Sent forward. And it was going to be called on the offsides anyway, despite the fact that Cadwallader ran out to meet it.
Ball at midfield there.
He's just trying to bring it up. Young Harris steals it away. Trying to bring it up. And a whistle here. Be on the Pacers.
Yeah, I think the ref said that she grabbed the jersey there.
And Young Harris will keep the ball. Opportunity here. Dead center on the net. And we will see what Christina Moreno will do. Kicks it on in. Gets it up. Clear opportunity, and she puts it in. It's not going to be counted as a goal, though the whistle blew before the shot was taken.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can see you getting a little nervous there, pacing around.
Pacing.
Cleared on out. A little pushing and shoving going on. No whistle, though.
And kicked way out of bounds.
Yep, 2:40 to go in the first half. Just a reminder, USC Aiken Athletics, sponsored by Aiken Flooring. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us.
Literally.
Literally, indeed. I'm sure that's exactly what they were going for when they came up with that slogan.
Yeah. Kicked way out of bounds by Young Harris there.
Yeah, nice slide tackle by number 14, Ratkovich. Pacers will keep the ball, however. Tossed on in. Pacers trying to center it. Drury.
Ugh.
Almost has it stolen away, but the Pacers recover. Sent on in towards the net. Ooh, nice save there by Medeiros, getting a hand on it and directing it away from the corner.
It almost looked like she hit it like in volleyball, like she spiked the ball down.
Possibly was at the volleyball match last night.
Yeah.
Picking up a few pointers from our USC Aiken women's team, who did an excellent job last night.
Very nice win. 3 sets. Oh, we're back. There we go. Marcus breaking everything today.
Yeah, I'm just breaking everything. I'm standing amongst just a mess of cables, and I just happened.
1 minute left in the half. 1 minute.
Just happened to kick one out. Nothing happened though. Nothing happened. We're just in the final minute of the half. No, no real crazy plays. We were just saying how the women's volleyball team had a good win last night.
Yep, right over Georgia College. 3 sets to none.
Pacers keeping it in their own zone. Trying to bring it on up, make something happen in the last minute.
Oh, great.
Tries to get a
Here we
breakaway
go.
pass. Drury trying to meet up with it, and Medeiros runs up and smothers the ball before anything can happen.
So close.
25 seconds left. Skied into the Pacers zone. Met up by Glenn. Glenn clears it
Sends
back
it
on
way
out.
back to midfield. There we go.
Picked up, though, by Martinez. Chagas clears it across the
10,
other side.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And that will do it. The
We've
first
reached
half
halftime
comes
here
to a
at the Pacer
close.
Pit, knotted at 0.
And no score yet between Young Harris and USC Aiken. Plenty of opportunities on both ends. But we're going to take a brief intermission for halftime. And these teams are going to try to make a few adjustments to finally break this scoreless tie. We will be back shortly. And we are back. Marcus Johnson along with Kristen Lowry.
Yep, here we are.
About ready to start up the second half. No score yet between Young Harris and USC Aiken. Young Harris bringing it into the Aiken zone. Trying to make something happen early. Is trying to keep the pressure on. Martinez passes it on off. Martinez gets it right back. Trying to get it to Pedersen. Stolen away by Kwiatkowski. And a whistle here. Blows the play dead. Pacer ball. Tori Caldwell will kick it out for USCA. Sends it down the pitch. Young Harris intercepts it right away. Raleigh sending it deep into the Young Harris zone. Moore tries to chase after it. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be out of bounds on the Pacers. Zacharias tosses it in. And it's cleared right back out and goes out of bounds on the Pacers. Young Harris still keeps the ball. Medeiros will clear it on out. Out of bounds again. On the Pacers, Young Harris just bringing it up slowly with all these out-of-bounds calls. Heading it forward. Sent on in by Martinez. And headed out by Kennedy Smith. Young Harris ball still. Pedersen will take it from the right side. Throws it on in. Off a couple heads. Sent right back out towards the corner and out of bounds on the Pacers again.
Yep. Big trend we got going on here so far.
Tossed on in again. Pacers deflected, out of bounds, and now we have a corner kick coming up for Young Harris.
We said something a little different.
A little bit. And they're just going to pass it on in from the corner. Sent on in towards the goal. Cadwallader gets the fingertips on it, sends it the other way. Cleared on out by Caldwell. Pedersen heads it back towards the Pacer net. Brought on in. Looking for a breakaway pass to Guzman. It goes out of bounds, however, and the Pacers will take over finally.
Finally.
Young Harris keeping the possession of the ball for quite a while there, making things happen. Now it's the Pacers' turn to try. Off the head of Giordano. Kwiatkowski trying to get it forward. Young Harris stealing it away, however. Trying to split the defenders. Tori Caldwell chases after it now. Goes off a Young Harris leg. Kept in by Roche. Sent in towards the goal, but it's well high and well to the right. Goes out of bounds, Pacer ball.
Young Harris has definitely come in with some hunger here.
This definitely looks like a different team than the first half, applying a heck of a lot more pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Pacers can't seem to hold the ball for more than a few seconds. Sarah Moore takes it. Tries to get it forward. And Harris meeting up with it. Sent forward by Moreno. Olsen managed to steal it away. Ooh, good job there by Risch.
Great job by Casey Risch there.
Not sure that's what she meant to do, but it worked. Sent over to the far side. Pacers trying to bring it on up, applying some pressure, trying to centering pass.
Uh-oh.
And it's cleared out by Young Harris. Kwiatkowski meets the ball, though. Keeps it in the offensive zone. Passes it up for Risch. Risch can't handle it, though. Young Harris bringing it up now. And it's a foot race for the ball. And it's sent on in for Cadwallader, who redirects it to Caldwell.
Yeah, it's a great job there.
Now Caldwell bringing it up. Passes it forward. Kwiatkowski. Another deep pass for Giordano, who chases it all the way into the corner.
Keeps it in.
He will keep it in bounds. Centers it. Ooh, almost a good opportunity for Epley, but the ball was stolen away before she could tee up her shot.
Yep. Pacers keep it in bounds, though. Keep possession.
Sent in towards the goal, and that one is caught by Medeiros for a good save. She had Sarah Moore breathing down her neck looking for the open ball.
The Pacers answered some of that pressure back with some of the pressure of their own there. That was a great defense by Young Harris.
Sent deep into the Pacers zone. Rebeo trying to do something with it. And a whistle is going to be blown, and it's going to be on the Pacers. Young Harris ball is getting called on the foul. Good opportunities on both ends of the pitch. Second half starting out a bit more fast-paced than the first half was. And Harris will take it. Kicked on in towards the goal, where it is met by Cadwallader, who catches it right in the breadbasket. She'll roll it forward past the referee. Ooh, good move there from Olsen.
Very nice pass there.
Sent on up. Sarah Moore trying to meet it. Nope, just too far ahead for Sarah Moore as it goes right into the keeper's arms and cleared on out. Young Harris again on the attack. Ball rolling in towards the corner is going to give the Pacers a bit of time to regroup. Lucky break for USC Aiken. Ball centered towards the net. Shot on goal. Just misses high over the crossbar and goes out of bounds. Pacer ball.
I tell you, this is pretty intense here. First few minutes of this half.
Yeah, much more exciting this half than the first half. First half was all about scrappy play. This half is a bit more about some really fast-paced play.
Shot on goals here.
Yeah, shots on goal. Cleared on out. Off the head of Roche, sent right back in where Cadwallader will scoop it back up. Basically getting a redo.
Yeah, my pacing has definitely started early this half.
Yeah, I've noticed you're starting to wear a hole in the roof here. Kennedy Smith gets it forward, looking for Giordano. Giordano has it stolen away. Fight for the ball now. Young Harris wins the battle. Martinez with it. Martinez still with it. Passes it on ahead. Trying to get it over to the other side where it's stolen away by Tori Caldwell. Caldwell racing after the ball, but she's not going to be able to catch up to it in time as it rolls out of bounds. Mountain Lions keep the ball. Tossed on in. Roche trying to fight off Raleigh. Raleigh able to win the battle, though. Moves forward with it. Passes it back for Caldwell, who kicks it on down the pitch, looking for more. Goes off the head of a defender, off another head. A little jump ball meeting there. Young Harris finally wins the battle for possession. Giordano heads it over to the sideline where it will go out of bounds. And it will be Young Harris ball. Tossed on in. Giordano meets it. Calling for a handball, but it went off her upper arm. So no call there, and a good call. Looks like the ball went off her bicep. Young Harris a bit upset that there wasn't a handball call.
I think Kat was also looking for a call there. Some slight shoving going on.
Ball bouncing around. Young Harris comes out the winners there. Picks up possession. Pass on over for Zacharias. Passed up ahead for Roche. Roche moving in towards the corner. Trying to get around Caldwell. Trying to get around a bunch of defenders. Pacers finally steal the ball away, but it's sent right up to Zacharias. Zacharias trying to center things. Pacer defense trying to fight for the ball. Open lane here. And Cadwallader almost has it go right between the right through the 5-hole, but she closed her legs just in time to get a bit of the ball and make the save. Young Harris bringing the ball on up. Moving in on net. Trying to get around the defenders. Pacers applying some pressure, and the
Good
pressure
job.
pays off.
Very
Olsen
nice.
bringing it on up. Young Harris now takes possession of the ball. They're trying to bring it on forward. Pacers still applying some pressure. Now they'll back off a little bit. Cleared on in towards the corner. Running after it is Rebello. Rebello trying to center it. Guzman passes to Rebello. Rebello doesn't have a good handle on it. She whiffed on the pass. Pacers trying to get it back. Guzman able to keep it away, though. Zacharias with it. Trying to center things. The header goes the wrong way.
Yes,
And
great job.
Bad angle shot from Roche allowed Cadwallader to meet the ball and make the save.
I tell you, she's doing a great job today.
And she's doing a fine job. Both keepers are doing an excellent job protecting their goals. 33-50 to go in the second half. Still no score. Well, bouncing around in the air. Rebello comes up with it. Trying to fight off Giordano. Out back near the corner. And Harris trying to get around the Pacer defense. Can't get an opening. Here comes the shot. Cadwallader meets it. Another save for Karen Cadwallader. And it is cleared on out. Headed back in, though. Guzman with it. Passes it on off for Zacharias. Zacharias trying to get the centering pass. He overshoots everybody and goes into the hands of Cadwallader. Cadwallader sends it on down the pitch. Young Harris meets it with a couple headers. Now we're going to send it on back into their own keeper, who kicks it on out. That's going to end up going out of bounds. USC Aiken ball. Giordano throws it in. Goes off a body. Young Harris right there for it. Kicked on forward. Pacers trying to steal it back. Mountain Lions keeping it, however. Sent forward, overrun by Giordano, but a whistle will be blown. Foul on the Pacers. Young Harris ball.
Sarah Moore applying some pressure there.
And Giordano redirects the ball out of bounds. Young Harris keeps the ball. Paces with it. Trying to move it up past midfield. Epley passes him forward. Young Harris intercepts the pass. Pacers trying to steal it right back. They do. McHale gets a pass on up for Olsen. Olsen stops it, kicks it. Oh, what a save. Rebound.
The goal to number 16, Gressel.
Oh, yes. Great goal by Gressel. Great goal.
That was a beauty. Gressa Olsen didn't give up. Missed the initial shot was saved, but she stuck with the rebound and put it right on in.
That's right. It's a great pass by Kat.
McHale just did a great job passing it up for Olsen, getting it around the defenders. Just good, solid play from everybody on that goal. And the Pacers now have a 1-0 lead with just under 31 to play in the second half. We'll see what they can do now. Young Harris going to try to come down and get momentum back on their side. Raleigh kicks it out of bounds. It will be Young Harris ball in the Pacer zone.
Yeah, that was a great job not giving up on the play there.
Quickly brought on in. Raleigh intercepts the pass, kicked high into the air, sent over to the other side of the pitch. Young Harris trying to get it centered. Caldwell meets it with a header. Mountain Lions trying to get it going. Ooh, nice little footwork there from Rebeo. Guzman sends it right back on over, almost lost. Getting a shot up near the goal. Oh, and Cadwallader didn't get a clean catch on that. Almost allowed for an opportunity, but she sent it in just the right direction that it didn't go in.
Yeah, she did.
Cadwallader sends it on out. Clearing pass. There are more trying to chase it down into the corner. She meets up with it, keeps it in bounds. Oh, nope, she does not.
Oh, wow.
They'll say it did go out of bounds on
This
USC.
is a great hustle. Great hustle.
Kicked on out. Young Harris meets the ball. Bringing it on up. Trying to thread it through the Pacer defense. Kennedy Smith able to meet it, though, and sends it out of bounds to allow the Pacers to regroup.
Toss back in.
Off the head of USC Aiken defense. And sent right back out of bounds.
Yep, looks like it's going to be Young Harris ball here.
Sarah Moore sends it on up ahead, just trying to clear it on out. Young Harris sending it the other way.
Good head. Great header there.
Raleigh hits ahead. Olsen was there to meet it. Now Tori Caldwell gets the pass. Just trying to put it down near the net.
No idea if I'm like right.
Sent on into the Pacers zone. Young Harris trying to get it on ahead. Guzman meets up with it before it goes out of bounds along the side. Passes it on off for Martinez. Martinez threads it through the defense. Ooh, nice blocked shot.
Very nice.
Raleigh using her body there to block a wide open shot lane from Rebeo. Guzman with it, though. Zacharias passes it right back. Young Harris still with the ball. Rebeo, ooh, nice footwork around Caldwell. Gets it up for Guzman. Guzman trying to get through Raleigh. Passes it on ahead for Ober. Not sure if that was an intended shot or if it was a pass that got redirected. Either way, it goes on goal where Cadwallader scoops it up. Cleared on out. Header there from Rish. And it looks like Rish and Martinez ended up headbutting each other, and that's going to result in a call for the trainers, both of them a little bit dazed. So we're going to take a short break while they check on both players, make sure they're okay. And we are back. USC Aiken Athletics brought to you by the Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance.
Young Harris, number 25.
Located at 129 Park Avenue Southwest, Aiken, South Carolina. Make sure you contact Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance for life, home, car, and business insurance needs. And that about wraps it up with sponsors. Always like to be able to get through all of them before the game concludes.
I think both players that were in that collision just came out. We had some substitutions for them.
Yeah, just give them a little bit of a break, collect themselves until they stop seeing stars.
Yeah. I think they both went up to head the ball and they ended up heading each other.
Yeah,
so.
that's. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. Just nobody wins with a headbutt, as they say. Not that they were intending a headbutt.
Right.
Young Harris keeping it in the defensive zone. Pacers. Olsen tried to meet up with it. It ends up going out of bounds, and it's out on USC Aiken. You know, speaking of headshots, how about in last night's volleyball game where Pacers libero Rebecca Martinez took probably one of the hardest attacks I've ever seen directly to the face.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was not a piece of that volleyball that did not make contact with her face.
And I'm not going to lie, in high school that happened to me too. Back in the day when I used to play volleyball, we had to play against this girl who ended up going and playing at the University of South Carolina. She was like 6'6", and I was standing right at the net, and it just hit right on top of my face.
And I'm sure you were a little dazed after that.
Embarrassed. It was terrible. But it happened. Yeah, Rebecca walked off the court. She said, "Did you see that ball hit my face?" And I was like, "Girl, everybody saw that ball hit your face."
And there wasn't a single person that didn't see that. That was beautiful. It was terrible, but it was beautiful. Shot coming up. Cadwallader meets up with it, though. Good opportunity from Young Harris as we were reminiscing.
Oh, yeah.
And if anybody on the volleyball team is watching this broadcast, just know we make fun of you out of love, not hate.
That's right. Ball's back at midfield here.
A little pushing and shoving there. Foul coming up on Young Harris.
Yep.
USC Aiken gets the ball. Sent on into the corner, trying to get it centered.
Bree kept it in.
Ooh, good job by the Pacers keeping it going. Olsen!
Oh!
Oh, what a save!
Oh!
What a save! What an opportunity and what a save by Medeiros. Taking away a second goal from Gressel Olsen. Highway robbery at its finest right there, folks.
That was just an absolutely great save. That was a great shot taken there. But you couldn't have asked for a better job there by your keeper.
There are more moving it into the corner, trying to bring it back to the center.
Kept it in.
She keeps it in, but it's stolen away by Young Harris. Outlines bringing it on up. Cleared forward. Caldwell gets her head on it, though. Another header here and there. Young Harris coming up with possession. Sending it forward. Waller trying to win the foot race, and she does. She'll end up kicking it out of bounds to avoid a disaster. Tossed in quickly by Young Harris. Ooh, a little trip up there, and that's going to result in a whistle. Rubeo will kick it from the side. Kicks it on in. There's a header, bounces around. Cadwallader meets the ball, though.
Ball's back at midfield.
Headed right back into the Pacers zone. Raleigh meets up with it, though. Passes it forward. Sarah Moore, the pass intended for Moore, goes away. Here's a breakaway opportunity for Young Harris. Ball bouncing around a little bit too much, allows the Pacers to catch up. Rubeo, and a slide tackle from Raleigh saves what could have been a goal for Young Harris.
What a great play by her.
That's the second time she's made an excellent defensive play.
Yes.
She blocked a shot in the first half.
That was an excellent slide tackle there.
A good defense from Amanda Raleigh keeps this a one-goal game. Corner kick coming up, though, for Young Harris. Lucero Roballo kicks it on in. And it's going to clear everything. And goes out of bounds. USC Aiken ball.
Kicks it on in and
Substituting in for the Pacers,
right
number
out.
27, Caitlin Armstrong.
Kicked in, kicked out. Caitlin Armstrong will come on in.
For Tori Caldwell.
5'6" junior from Whitby, Ontario. Just across the lake from my hometown of Buffalo, New York.
Pretty far on up there.
It's the Great White North, as we call it. I believe her mother is actually here. She stopped by the press box earlier today, making the trip from Canada.
That's awesome. It's a long ride.
Well, it takes me about 15 hours to drive to Buffalo, so I'd imagine it takes them about 17 hours to get to where they are, just outside Toronto. Olsen trying to get the ball. It's bouncing around a bit. Pacers come up with it, though. Kwiatkowski manages to send it forward. Giordano takes it. Gets tripped up and is going to end up losing possession.
Yep, it's going to be a Young Harris ball there. Ball's back in.
Giordano applying pressure. Young Harris sending it out to midfield. Keeping possession of it. Sent into the Pacers zone. Foot race for the ball. Cadwallader comes out to meet it and sends it the other way.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to immediately stop the clock there.
Wow.
Not sure if they're calling for the trainer just yet.
She fell very hard, and it looked as if when she fell, her head whipped back and hit the ground also.
I believe that's Amanda Giordano.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a short break while, oh, wait, hold on.
Nope.
Giordano back up. I was going to say we're going to take a short break while they check on her, but she's a tough one.
Wow, what a hit there. That was American football right there. That wasn't.
More like WWE almost.
Oh, just about.
So Giordano will go ahead and kick it after getting right back up. Yeah, she seems to be okay. She sends that one down the pitch. Young Harris trying to meet up with it. Olsen charging in. And she's going to end up forcing him to kick it out of bounds. Pacer ball. Bunch of substitutions coming up for the Pacers.
The Pacers coming on the pitch.
Rish
number 5,
Drury,
number
Marissa
6,
Lee,
Rich, number 9,
and Sydney
Drury, and number
Faila
21,
coming out.
Marissa Lee.
Change of the guard basically for the Pacers with all these substitutions. Tossed right away in. He's just trying to make something happen. Olsen sends it across. Immediately intercepted. Rish sends it in on goal where it is scooped up by the keeper Medeiros. And she'll clear it back on out to the Pacer end. Just under 20 minutes to go in the second half. 1-0 Pacers leading Young Harris on the goal by Gressa Olsen. And the ball's going to end up rolling out towards the corner.
It looked as if the Pacers put in quite a few fresh legs there to try to protect this lead.
That's been their problem, is they end up getting tired as the match goes on, and by having some fresh legs come in, they can hopefully hold that 1-0 lead. But a corner kick coming up here for Young Harris could put that in jeopardy. Corner kick on its way. Oh. And it goes off to the side of the net.
I always hate those. I can't ever tell if it actually goes into the net or is just hitting the outside of it.
Yeah, at the angle we're at, it almost looks like it's going in. Wallader tries to clear it. Young Harris keeps it in, however. Trying to pass it on ahead. A little trip up there. No whistle. Young Harris up in arms about that one. And they may have a case. It almost looked like a foul on the Pacers, but they'll keep play going as it's brought up by USC Aiken.
The Pacers lucked out with that, though. It looked like she was about to run away with it.
Yeah, that's why Young Harris was so up in arms. It looked like they had a clear opportunity to tie this game up. Yeah. Kicked on ahead. Drury comes up with it for USC Aiken. Nice little footwork there, keeps it. Tries to get it on ahead, and it's going to end up going out of bounds.
I think that's going to stay.
No, they're going to give it to Young Harris.
Young Harris ball there, wow.
Giordano heads it ahead. Trying to bring it on up. And there's going to be a whistle here. Foul coming up on Young Harris. Pace of ball. Sent on in by Giordano. Off a defender's head. Kotowski tries to get a shot. It's blocked. She's able to keep it, though. Sends it on back.
Coach Young Harris seems very mad about some of the
Substituting
calls
in
the
for the
ref has
Pacers,
made.
number 28.
He's got a bit of a case. There may have been a couple calls out there that weren't called that should have been called.
Yep.
But, I mean, that happens in every sport. Referees are humans.
Oh, boy, does it.
Ace is trying to keep it in. Young Harris trying to clear it out. They do. Sent on up ahead. Picked up by Guzman, who's in the corner now. Tries to get around the defenders. Now for the centering pass. Met by the Pacer defense. Raleigh, almost has it stolen away. Took a little too much time trying to rear back to clear it. She got lucky. It was deflected the way it was.
Very lucky there.
Giordano will end up clearing it out of bounds, so it will remain Young Harris ball. The Pacers avoiding a disastrous situation there.
Yeah, they have just about exactly 15 minutes here to hold their 1-0 lead.
It's been a good match so far, back and forth, quality opportunities. Pacers managing to capitalize on one of them. Young Harris trying to capitalize here as they shoot it just over the net.
Right over the crossbar.
Our cameraman getting a little too nervous up here.
Yeah. I think he started to pace also.
And he's got to man the camera. He can't afford to pace. Rish tries to send it forward, but a whistle immediately blows the play dead. Foul on Young Harris. And they're going to stop the clock with 14:20 to go. Not entirely sure why they stopped the clock, but it starts right up again as Raleigh sends it in. Met by the Mountain Lions. Ooh, nice job there by the Pacers, bringing it on in. Lee puts a shot up. Oh, and a nice snag by Medeiros to keep it a one-goal game.
Not a bad shot there, though, by the Pacers.
And Marissa Lee getting a quality opportunity there. But again, Medeiros has done an excellent job in the keep this afternoon for Young Harris. Both goalkeepers have been doing a great job. Ooh, a little shoving going on there. And that will draw a whistle. A little frustration there for Young Harris, I believe. But again, I don't hold anything against him. I mean, any sport, when you're losing, you get a little frustrated, especially when you're getting all these good opportunities and just nothing's coming of them.
That's the way the game goes, though.
Sent on in. A header sending it right back on out. Roche trying to bring it forward. Uh-oh, we got a breakaway opportunity here. Guzman.
Oh, wow.
Tried to do a slide tackle to get to it before Cadwallader, but Cadwallader's slide tackle and height advantage got her there just in time.
She is doing fantastic.
And Cadwallader has been playing good quality match today. Pacers trying to bring it forward now in their own zone, getting tied up. Ooh, good job there by Young Harris to take the ball away. Guzman with it now. Passes it on over. A little bit of collision, a little physical work going on.
Quite a few defenders there for Young Harris to work through.
Pedersen passes it back. Now a centering pass on over for Ratkovic. Ratkovic gets a shot up, but it's going to go off the intramural softball dugout and out of play.
Substituting in for Young Harris is number 10, Maria Martinez.
Cadwallader sends it on out. More collisions, more bodies flying. Pacers end up sending it out. Now they're going to say Young Harris sent it out.
Did not look like that from here.
Oh, they're down there, we're up here. They have a better better angle on it than we do.
I guess that's why we're commentating and not reffing.
Oh, that and other reasons.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Giordano tosses it in. Lee takes it, brings it forward,
Good
gets a pass on off, and that shot,
wow.
it would be good for 3 in American football, but this is not that kind of football. Probably would have been a good 30-some-yard field goal, I think. But
pitch, number 10, Sarah Moore. Number 17, Catherine McHale.
And McHale and Moore coming back on to the pitch. Lee and Drury will hop on off. 11 minutes to go. Kicked on out. Off a Pacer body. That's going to end up going out of bounds. Young Harris ball. Ooh, nice little shovel pass ahead there from Ober. Brought on up. Martinez has it stolen away. Steals it right back. Passes it forward. And it's kicked on out by Raleigh. Still Mountain Lion ball. Tossed in quickly. Robeo with it. Passes it back for Guzman. Passed on ahead. Martinez is going to end up letting it go out of bounds. And it will be Pacer ball. Caitlin Armstrong will toss it in for USC Aiken. Looking for Olsen. Has it stolen away, though. Young Harris with an opportunity here. Good defense from the Pacers. Spoils that opportunity. Cleared on out by Sarah Moore. Medeiros lets it roll to her. And we'll scoop it on up. Booming kick down the pitch. Bounces over a few heads. And now Cadwallader will go ahead and take it. Cadwallader just killing time there. Managed to eat about 10 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
9.5 to go. Kicked on out. A little fight for the ball. Guzman is the victor. Passes it on ahead. Raleigh clears it back on out. McHale trying to chase it down, trying to win the foot race. And she's not going to be able to as Moreno wins it. Steals the ball away. And now the Mountain Lion's going to try to bring it on up. Guzman with it. Passes it right back on over to Moreno. Now Ober with it. Pass forward, Guzman. Guzman with an open opportunity. Passes it, trying to center it, but Cadwallader scoops up the ball before anything can happen. And some of the Pacers pacing on the sidelines after that one.
Yeah.
Definitely an exciting match.
Yeah, I definitely went downfield and back very quickly there.
And Olsen gets tripped on up. Draws the foul. Pacers will keep the ball. Giordano slides a pass on over. Risch tries to do the same. Armstrong was not able to read it, though. Didn't know that's what was happening. Raleigh intercepts the cleared pass. Kept in by the Pacers. And to eat some time on the clock, pass for Giordano goes over her head as it picked up some wind and is going to end up going out of bounds. Just a random gust of wind out of nowhere took that ball and sent it flying.
Yeah.
Pacers with the ball. And they lose possession just like that as it rolls out of bounds. Young Harris with it. Trying to toss it in quickly as we are at 7 1/4 to play. Out of bounds again. Now Pacers will have the ball.
The trio substitutes for the Pacers, number 11, Tori Caldwell. Number 15, Tosh Kwiatkowski. And number 14, Bree Epley.
A few more substitutions for the Pacers, trying to keep those fresh legs out there. Under 7 left to go. And they're going to stop the clock here. A little miscommunication with the timekeeper and the officials. Officials were saying to stop the clock, but the clock kept on rolling.
They didn't add any time back onto it.
Yeah,
though.
they haven't added. They should add about
Probably
15 seconds,
yeah,
I think.
10 to 15 seconds, that's what I was thinking also.
So we'll see what happens, maybe with the next stoppage of play.
Just under 6 minutes left here, second half.
And Harris sends it into the Pacers zone. Shot sails just high over the net, goes out of bounds. Cadwallader with the ball now with just over 5 to go. Not sure if it's 5.5 or 5:15. It all depends on what they want to do with the clock.
It's very true.
Giordano can't handle the ball. Manages to chase after it and pick it up. Sends it on forward for Sarah Moore. Moore rushing in from the corner, trying to get it centered.
Uh-oh.
Still sitting there. Olsen manages to meet up with it. Backtracks a little bit, keeps it. Puts a shot up, and it's sent the other way by Medeiros.
Still kept in.
Moore chased after the rebound, picks it up. Keeps things going for the Pacers. Caldwell with it now. Her centering, her centering pass intercepted, though, by Ratkovich. Sent forward. Raleigh meets up with it, though. Passes it for Risch. Risch gets tied up. Tries a pass. Raleigh clearing it back into the Young Harris zone where McHale will meet up with it in the corner. Passes it for Moore. Moore trying to get around the defenders. Still trying to get around, trying to center it. Young Harris able to meet up with the pass and send it the other way. Raleigh again gets her body on it, blocks it. Brought forward by Guzman. Full-blown tackle going on there. No whistle whatsoever. Play continues as it rolls on down to the Young Harris side and will be scooped up. Under 4 minutes to go. Clock winding down. Still 1-0. Pacers with that slim lead over Young Harris. Stolen away by Sarah Moore. Moore just trying to drain some time, running around with it, clears it on in, and it's going to go out of bounds. Young Harris sends it on down the pitch. Bounces off ahead. And a little bit of a tangle going on there. It will remain Young Harris ball. They're going to try to hustle this up.
And the clock is stopped this time.
Stopped at 3 minutes.
Yellow card.
Yellow card coming up here.
Is it for Sarah Moore?
But yeah, that is Sarah Moore. So Sarah Moore gets the yellow card. With exactly 3 minutes to go, Young Harris will have the ball, and they send it on in. Off the head of the Pacer defense. Sent the other way. Young Harris meets up with it, though, sending it into the corner. Trying to make something happen from that corner. Passed on out. Dancing around the Pacer defense. Back into the corner. Kept in bounds. Off a Pacer body. Young Harris intercepts that, and their shot sails wide of the net, goes out of bounds.
2:30 here.
Substituting in for the Pacers is number 20, Lauren Lastly.
.228 as the clock is stopped again. Amanda Giordano heading off the pitch for the Pacers, taking a well-deserved break. Young Harris with the ball, trying to bring it in quickly. Trying to get around Kennedy Smith. Puts a shot up and puts it in for the goal. And that will tie this game up with 2:15 left in regulation.
Wow.
The Mountain Lion goal to number 23, Emily Ober.
Wow.
That is crushing for USC Aiken, but very uplifting for Young Harris. Let's see if the Pacers can answer back with 2 1/4 to go in regulation to keep this game from going to overtime. Pacers trying to bring it on up. Epley bringing it forward. Looking for an opening around the defense.
Finds one.
Trying to center it. Young Harris intercepts the pass. Tries to send it the other way. Smith. Now it's stolen away by Young Harris. Passed up for Guzman. Guzman passes it. Sent into the Pacers zone, heading into the corner. Raleigh chases after it. That's going to end up going out of bounds. They'll hand it off to Cadwallader to kick it on out with 1:30 to go.
Wow.
Pacers can't seem to hold possession. Young Harris takes it away. Guzman gets it on the other side. Trying to get around Caldwell. Little pass on over for Ober. Ober trying to get around Raleigh. Raleigh intercepts the pass, clears it on out. 1 minute to go as it goes out of bounds.
1 minute.
Toss on in, Guzman. Kicked on in towards the net. It bounces around. Cadwallader scoops up the ball. Throws it on out. Kwiatkowski with it. Kwiatkowski passes it on up, looking for Olsen. Pass too far ahead for Olsen. It's sent back to midfield where Guzman redirects it. Now it's sent up by Roche. Pacers trying to intercept it. 30 seconds to go. Shot on goal, and they score! With 30 seconds to go, the Mountain Lions have just scored a goal. Within not even 2 minutes, they've scored 2 goals to take a 2-1 lead over the Pacers.
The Mountain Lion goal to number 20, Lucero Rubio.
.9 seconds left for the Pacers to try to tie this game up. And within the span of less than 2 minutes, they've gone from a 1-0 lead to trailing 2-1. Sent on into the Young Harris end. Caldwell trying to apply some pressure, do anything that she can. 10 seconds to go as that's skied on out into the Young Harris bench.
7, 6, 5.
And that's pretty much going
4,
to do it. They're not even
3,
going to bother throwing a
2,
new ball inbounds.
1-0.
And the Pacers
Your
drop
final
a
score,
heartbreaker here at the Pacer
Young
pit
Harris
as Young
Mountain
Harris
Lions 2, USC Aikens 1.
comes in and just absolutely
All the goals
stuns
were scored in
everybody.
the
Well,
third
not the
and
fact that they won, but just the way they won.
In the 59th
The Pacers
minute,
playing their
Preston
hearts
Olsen
out, and they
gave
just
USC Aikens the
couldn't
lead
seal
on a
the
rebound
deal,
off from
sadly.
shot.
2 goals in the
88th
last
minute,
2 minutes
Emily
of the
Ober
game.
found
That's
the back of the
insane.
net from Lucero Rubio.
But that will
to tie
do
the
it
match
here
at
from the
1-1.
Pacer
And
pit.
the winning goal in the 90th
Pacers drop
minute
this match
with 20 seconds left in
2-1 to
match
the Young
on
Harris
an
Mountain
unassisted
Lions.
goal
I'm
by
Marcus
Lucero
Johnson along with
Rubio.
Kristen Lowry. Be sure to stick
University of
around
South
for
Carolina
the next
Aiken
game
and
as
the
the
Pacers.
men's soccer
Thank you
team
for
will take the
attending
pitch
this
against Young
afternoon's
Harris.
match.
And we'll be
Remind
back
you
with
that
that
the
one at
men's match will
3:30. But in the
follow in
meantime,
about
have a good
45
one.
minutes.